I guess I should specify that. Alright, so we are going to play some Jeskai, Smothering Storm. We are going to play some best of one with this, because there's some decks on this channel where, like, we know they're bad. Let's just rip the band-aid off and say that they're bad. And you're just looking to get people on occasion. Sometimes when we're playing decks, we're looking to optimize or make them as competitive as possible. This deck, we're trying to just do our thing once. We're trying to, with Smothering Tithe in play, cast emergency powers, put Thousand Year Storm into play, and go to town. So we're going to pop in and play some best of one, not worry about playing through sideboard hate and all this other jazz. Let's play some Smothering Storm and do it. I don't like how I feel they are forcing best of one, or you are self-centered. So the best of one versus best of three thing is so silly. Competitive Magic players are so focused in their own little bubble that the fact that they're clueless that a majority of Magic is played as best of one is so funny to me. The majority of people who play Magic the Gathering in the world play somewhat casually and don't play with sideboards. The fact that you enjoy best of three is great as a player, but Magic's this great game because there's so many different ways to play it. There's standard best of one, there's standard best of three, we have modern, we have legacy. There's all these different ways to enjoy playing Magic. And it's okay for other people to like Magic in a way that's different than how you personally like Magic. If you don't like best of one, great, don't play it. But the fact that, like, so many people get up in arms and act like best of three is, like, the end of times, that, like, things changing are terrifying and mean the end is near, like... I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of surprised that this Deafening Clarion is gonna be able to kill this Pridemate, but I'm not gonna complain. They have like a Revitalize here and they're gonna blow me out. Healing Grace. Woof. Woof. Flesh-eating Gnome. Thanks for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Well, I mean, I said I was surprised that it looked like it was going to work, okay? And then it didn't. So, you know. Am I dead? I think we've died. Alright. Remember when I said we didn't expect this deck to be good? Welcome to the Dies to a Johnny's Welcome bracket. What's going on, Greystar? Thanks for the half a year. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Zeke! Thanks for the Prime Bucks. I appreciate it. I have to be an adult soon. Make it stop. Being an adult isn't all bad, I promise. I promise. How have I been? It's been a tough morning so far. I'm glad we started with a good modern deck, because standard's just been real rough this go. I don't know. A little bit of everything, Big Mama. We played more Vanafear Chord. Been on a Vanafear kick in Modern lately. That deck's great. Our deck's called Smothering Storm, chat, and we've got Smothering Tithe and Thousand Year Storm in our hand. Basically confirmed can't lose. Well, they didn't give their things more power. That's good for us. That's a start. Yeah, we're still at 20, chat. Great. Alright, so we're going to 14. If they don't pay for the Smothering Tithe, we can 1,000-Year Storm. So we have to survive 2 more turns from them, and then maybe we can do something. Maybe. I will say, the last couple weeks have really made me want for a non-rotating format on this application. Would be really nice to have. Hopefully they cast a spell and I get to absorb and then we don't die. War releases 1 month from today. So we'll have War on Magic Arena on April 25th. Cast a spell. Cast a spell. Thank you. I appreciate you. Just the fact that we're in this mid-set lull hider. It would be nice when like we get sick of playing against like Wilderness Reclamation or whatever nonsense is going on in Standard if we could like play a different constructed format on Arena. Alright, make me some mana. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, they must have been playing around Settle the Wreckage by not attacking with Chain Whirler, which worked out real well for us. Alright, here's hoping we draw some spells. Revitalize would be great next turn. Alright, we're at 10. Kinda. Are we doing it, chat? Is this what it is? I'm still kind of confused. We want to draw another Revitalize next turn, right? Or cantrips into cantrips. I can put this into play and cast emergency powers, right? Yep. God bless you playing around Settle the Wreckage, opponent. I appreciate you. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, why is the shuffler so flat, chat? Why is the shuffler so flat? Oh no! Oh no! Triggers. Yeah, I can lightning strike 2 other things. And hold up absorb. We are the Uncle Scrooge McDucks now. Yep, basically. Yeah, we just gave Burn 7 cards. There's probably a good chance we're dead. There's a Banefire in the sideboard. Alright, so we need our second emergency powers, basically. Or cantrips into emergency powers. What do you think about adding spells to our deck today? I think I'm opposed to it. I think I'm anti-spells. Maybe they're incredibly unlucky and we're not dead. Maybe they're incredibly unlucky and they're not dead. We're not dead. Rats. Oh, this is bad. When you do exactly what your deck was built to do and then fail horribly still. You might be a meme if... It is good television, to be fair. To be fair, it is reasonable TV. Looking for a white source. Perfect. Excellent. Look at this. You got a map here. I like it. I like it. Are you drawing terribly because of the cumulative variance you've built up? Or is this cumulative variance going in before you start drawing like a god? I'm cashing in my good draws for later, so that way in case I need to play the ladder some more, I'll have good luck there. I'm very cleverly holding on to my good luck for later. That's exactly how that works, correct? You just stopped playing the best version of Smothering Storm. Actually, this is funny because we're playing against Merfolk here. The Merfolk deck that we recently played in Modern was the most videos that I've removed from a YouTube video in a long time. People who have like those pet decks that they love, like that's their deck and it's the only deck that they play, they're some of the worst decks to make content for. What did I say? What did I say instead of comments? I meant comments. What did I say instead? Videos, sorry, yeah, remove comments from. They're the worst types of decks to make videos for, because of all the comments you have to remove. What are the odds they have a counter spell for this 1000-Year Storm? What are the odds I can afford to play around it? They sent us to our room, chat. We're like, no more of this nonsense. I mean, the good news is I can cast this for 6 mana next turn, right? So I need to survive 2 combat steps here. I don't actually know if we survive 2 combat steps, huh? This is gonna deal 3, 7. We're actually just dead, right? So I can't play 1000-Year Storm next turn. I actually have to scry for Cleansing Nova or Deafening Clarion. Well... Deck is great, yep. We're stacking up good luck for later very fast, yep. I just tried to escape concede on your stream. I mean, I got a couple more looks here, right? Like we can still do it. You just gotta believe, chat. And even this is still live because of these treasures, right? I hate everything, everything. You know we hate everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards on the bottom. So there was no Cleansing Nova and no Deafening Clarion in almost 30 cards. Play IRL. I don't really play in paper anymore. Don't play much paper. Well, there's 400 gold we'll never get back. All right. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try in a couple of unranked matches. I'm gonna give this like 2 more shots to do its thing. Do something! What are you do it? Why won't you do the thing? How much would you need to donate for me to play a good deck next? I mean, to be fair, Punchworthy, this is a good point in time for me to get all the bad decks out of our system, because I'm not playing on the ladder. Like, we don't need to play good decks. I'm hoping to just, like, not play the ladder anymore and coast into the top whatever. Have you tried turning the deck off and turning it back on again? That's some good advice right there. No problem, dude light. At least check to make sure it's plugged in. Sometimes plugged in doesn't even matter. You ever worked IT and seen a USB cord plugged into a Cat 5 jack? Sometimes people can't even manage to plug it in correctly when you tell them to. Just when you make something idiot-proof, they go and make a better idiot. If I put together a 60-land deck and loudly complain into my microphone that I'm flooding every game, does cumulative variance guarantee that I'll draw well when I play it later? Yeah, probably. I think that's how that works. This deck feels like trying to execute shell commands and not having pseudo privilege. I guess I should clarify. It was a square USB cord. So like it's not as bad as like trying to plug a fat. It like almost looks like it fits in, right? So they have 9 power in play. Need to draw one of our Cleansing Novas. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't have any bits to drill. Gotcha. we won the moral victory here. We might be losing the match, but the moral victory is ours. We did not provide them with any bits with which to drill. All right, I'm giving this one more chance. One more chance before we bounce along to blue-white control. And you know what? I'm gonna give it 3 chances inside of the last one. Let's do it. Maybe a sideboard is all we needed. Do you hear us, deck? This is all you got. Currently, I would say this deck is meeting my expectations. I did not expect to win any games, and so far we have not won any games of Magic. So, performing at expectations is where I'm at. We are focusing on playing good decks in Modern moving forward, Johnny. So I'm just about through the backlog of Modern decks. So like the Merfolk deck that we played was the last $10 Modern deck that I had in my queue. So they should hopefully be a little bit higher caliber and quality moving forward. That's incredibly rude. I'd rather watch you write a 5-page speech on why MTGO is a piece of programming art rather than play this deck. God, the delay between where the animations are at visually and where the server's actually at is so unreal. I really hope they address that at some point. I want to counter this. I think that's fine. Full stream of dealer's choice. There's plenty of decks that I want to play coming up, but I've been sneaking in things like Banefire when I want to. I'm kind of just ready for the standards format to get shaken up a little bit. Just ready for like maybe Reclamation to not be the best thing since Slice Bread and annoying. You know, fingers crossed, I guess. Ooh. I think I bought on that just because I have more scries here. So, honestly, unless the Planeswalkers are templated in ways that are very different from traditional Planeswalkers, the Nexus decks are probably, Reclamation decks are probably just going to gobble up a lot of these walkers. Are there basic lands in this deck? I think there are, right? I want to make sure there's basic lands to actually go get before I search. Yes, there are. Alright, so hopefully they Brontodon this treasure map and then Thousand Year Storm sticks. Yeah, maybe, Polly. It's just clunky because, like, the good Nexus decks have a bunch of counter spells too, which also tend to be good against those strategies. I think I'm in for this absorb. Yeah, I agree, Hawkeye. I think that's a big thing that appeals to a lot of people from non-rotating formats. Like, having that deck that's, like, your deck, that one that you, like, always are looking forward to adding new cards from every set. And you get to tune and change as the formats adapt a little bit here and there. I think that's what a lot of people are looking for in Magic. And non-rotating formats allow for that to happen, and Standard just doesn't. Jeff keeps drawing Thousand Year Storm. All the games I won with my deck in testing, I didn't draw it without emergency powers. That probably would help. This Brontodon's going the distance. It's going full speed. It's all alone in this time of need. It's racing and pacing and plotting the coals. Well, Smothering Tithe basically doesn't do anything at the moment. Arthur News, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Your stream schedule is the #1 excuse for delaying my thesis. Okay. Yeah, maybe the Tithe. I mean, they have so much mana at this point that the Tithe doesn't really do anything, right? I have 2 of these in my deck. I'm just gonna cast one. I'm gonna cast this, and then we'll block, and then Lightning Strike. Yeah, it does feel a little bit like they're holding something up here, huh? Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, we have another... We have another one of those in our deck, and, like... We also have, what's it called? Emergency powers to shuffle it back in. How do I triple revitalize in response? I didn't have double revitalize. I only had one, right? Pretty sure I just drew these. Am I misremembering? All right, chat. Is this what we've been waiting for? We're through most of the lands in our deck. We're through most of the lands in our deck. Triggers. Alright, where's my other emergency powers? Ooh! Ooh! Eh. 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 Oh, I should have absorbed the other absorbs to gain more life. It's a good line. It's a good line. My opponent's timer is running out. Alright, we did the thing. Look it. We could die happy, chat. We did the thing. Seriousless, thank you for the 5-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I had more cards to play. I'm a little disappointed. I had more cards to play. Alright, Lava Coil seems better than Deafening Clarion. I guess. Hey, B Sellers, thanks for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. This seems fine. Let's do it. Correct. Casting emergency powers and drawing less than 5 lands seemed like a good line. Seemed like that worked out reasonably for us. Double reinforcements in the opener is pretty bad. That never didn't have it, chat. Perfect. Get that. Everything turned out better than expected. Brontodon is like incredibly rude. Just like the rudest dinosaur dude there ever was. Perfect. Probably gonna need to Nova this Dork off the board. Be careful when you draw. The top of the deck is quite warm. It really is. Oh no! We're missing our second white, chat. We're missing our second white. It's gonna pass with Absorb up, I think. Maybe they'll Argle themselves. We'll just punk them with the natural heroic reinforcements. You've noticed the metagame at your LGS growing towards Obsession decks. Any suggestions? Yeah, Gruul Aggro, you can find it on my website, is a fantastic choice. A deck Dumpsters Mono Blue. It's what I used to do a majority of my laddering with last night. I think the deck's fantastic. So I let this resolve, hoping to draw a white source there. I did not, and then I forgot to click this soon enough, so I didn't get to scry, because magic, arena. That gets me my second white source though, so can't complain too much. We're not dead on board. Working outside the box here for our white mana. Yeah, let's us scry end of turn 2 and still flip this over, which is great. Also, like, getting a trophy used on a Niv as opposed to one of our enchantments feels like a win, too. How do I ever beat a Vraska Relic Seeker? Grenchick, I don't like to make up random stats about things that I don't have data on. So, to answer your question, I have no idea. You mean go to dead? If I heroic her, I'm dead on board, chat. I think my out is hope they play into absorb. I think my out is hope they play into absorb.
Back to the ship.
They saw the line. What does Gruul struggle against? The Gruul deck's not good against Sultai. Yeah, but then she'll be at 5, Greg. And she'll no longer die to the reinforcements. They also have a chance to play out more creatures that next turn. Yeah, I agree, Population Zero. I think we're in a position that the only way we win is if they make a mistake. So just give them a chance to make the mistake. Hey, Gargantuan, thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the YouTube stuff. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, six mana planeswalkers are real hefty. She's a biggin. Rude. I'm gonna opt in response here because I really want to find a land. The only reason to opt in response to a discard spell is if you're digging for a land. Yeah, I guess I should have put the tap land into play. It was greedy Endo, but I was supposed to have another scry that then I forgot to put the stop there, and then Arena didn't let me catch it in time. So I should have had 3 looks at a white source there. The reason why I did it is because I had 3 looks at a white source to clean up it and the Incubation Druid. And then I missed my stop. Can you cast an instant at the beginning of the fade, or does it have to be at the end of another phase? Instants can be cast whenever you want. There's no timing restrictions on instants. Cardius, thanks for the Prime support. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. We are about to wrap up with Smothering. This is game 3 of the last match. Yeah. Having priority to do something in Magic's implied, chat. Actually... Unless an ability explicitly says otherwise, it can be used at instant speed. I feel like there's an incredible chance that they can kill this just because they burned a trophy on the map, but... And they knew about this, right? I feel like this is pretty unlikely to get to untap here. No. Merchandise just isn't really a great use of our time, especially something expensive like sleeves. So like, we put up like tokens and stickers and pins on the website because those are things that people had expressed interest in, and then like, we haven't sold like any of them. I don't care. I just don't think we're gonna invest any more time into doing anything merch related. Because the effort to return ratio is just not good. Is this a heroic reinforcements for 2 blockers turn? I think it is. We're getting cosmetics in Arena soon. Hopefully they'll be smart and work with some of the esports teams that have picked up Magic Arena people. Like, it'd be sweet to get, like, have, like, a Tempo Storm sleeve in Client or something like that. Tokens go to the graveyard and then are immediately exiled, so they do go to the graveyard. Yeah, the last time we played this, people had said that they thought Reinforcements wasn't worth playing. Alright, so we need a Revitalize and a 1,000-Year Storm. I guess a single Revitalize technically keeps us alive, huh? I assume we're going to lose Reinforcements here because it blocks. We need to draw the one other copy of Emergency Powers here. And then get lucky on the cards that draws. That technically means I'm not dead. I can absorb my own spell here. Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 staying alive. Yeah, exactly, Chucky. We actually had a game earlier today where we had Smothering Tithe in play, cast Emergency Powers, and still bricked off and died. Ethan, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, we've got to draw out Emergency Powers. Idiosin Crazy, thank you for the 4 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, 1 in 37. We technically have some redraws at it too. That is not one of them. All right, the expectation going in that this deck was going to be terrible seemed to have held up there. So you know, it's just how it goes. We did our thing once, then we had a lot of other games where we kind of fumbled and bumbled around. Again, just one of the things to really take away is that, like, because Wilderness Reclamation exists in the format, enchantments are a very targeted card type. So post-board especially, you just, like, have a really hard time making this work. What would make this deck good if the format was in such a way that enchantments weren't such a targeted card type? Yeah, we had a game too where like we had Smothering Tithe in play, cast Emergency Powers, and drew 5 lands and still died, and it was just like real bad. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody over out in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you are someone who enjoys standard, best of 3 constructed, this is definitely the channel for you. As always, I'd like to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support. So thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to mention a couple of my wonderful sponsors here really quick. Quip provides wonderful, affordable, quality electric toothbrushes. If you check them out using my link bit.ly/HoogleQuip, you'll get your first refill kit with a brush head, toothpaste, and battery for free with your purchase. As a thank you for checking out the sponsor, you'll also be able to bump a deck in the queue of your choosing by 25 points. Dude Light with the big tip. Thanks for all your generosity here. Whoop, where's my dashboard? Please take this donation and put it towards the deck you actually want to play. Thanks for the great content. Thanks for the support, bud. BCW Supplies, you probably hear my shuffling deck going on occasion. They do sleeves, deck boxes, binders, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories. And using code Jeff10 at bcwsupplies.com, you can save 10% on all of your purchases there with them. Cardstory.com will love to help you turn your cards into the cards directly to the players. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee off the top. And of course, inkedgaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse beds, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artwork they have on their website. I realized halfway through my speech that I should kick Arena because it's about time for it to audio bug. So we're gonna head back on in.